Hey everyone, this is Nick from Mecha Warehouse, and we're back today with weekly update number 61. So let's jump into it. We'll kick off with week in review. This is all the stuff that's been going on over the past week, things that are coming up, stuff like that. And why don't we kick off talking about the charity stream? So if you've been following what we do, usually on Saturday nights I do a live stream, and this coming Saturday will be Christmas. So I will not be streaming, but on Sunday, the 26th, we will be streaming all day, starting at 9 a.m. and running to hopefully 9 p.m., maybe a little longer if necessary to finish whatever it is I'm building. And I'm going to be working on one of three possible kits or sets of kits. I got an MG Double Zeta Verka, a RG High Nu, or a set of the real grade Tall Geese 2 and a pair of Space Leos. And we're going to determine which one of those I build based on the donations leading up to like maybe the first 5 or 10 minutes of the stream. We'll have both the stream link and the donation link down in the comments down below. Basically, I'm going to work on that nonstop for the stream, and we're working to raise money this year for Shriners Hospitals for Children Boston. We raised money for Shriners last year with the charity stream last year, and the reason I chose Shriners, it's really kind of personal in a lot of ways. 2 years ago, during my first charity stream, my son actually burned both of his hands on a fireplace at a friend's house. They didn't have a protective thing in front of it, and I got a call from my wife about, I guess he wasn't really interested in it until he was, and managed to burn both his hands. I ended up having to cut the stream short, met them at the ER, spent, a month and change going nearly every other day down to Shriners for care for his hands. He made a full recovery. Everything healed really well. And I'm very grateful both for the doctors and nurses that were there and the incredible care he got. And it was amazing to me that they do all of that regardless of your ability to pay. It's not it's not like a normal hospital where you're going to get a huge bill at the end. I was waiting for the bill. I didn't even realize that until months went by and we didn't get the bill. And I thought, what better way to kind of pay it forward for all the other kids that get burn treatments. And I think Shriners as a greater organization does ortho stuff and all sorts of other good stuff for kids. This year, like last year, our goal is going to be to raise $10,000. We fell a little bit short last year. I think we raised about $8,500, $8,600, something like that. So if you have a few bucks to spare and can help, it would be greatly appreciated. And this year, our secret reach our goal prize, since people have been asking about it and we've started being more active on TikTok, I will attempt to learn and do some sort of TikTok dance. Nothing raunchy, but it'll be entertaining. So help me get there. So it's I don't know, just so Artie's happy. So anyway, that's the charity stream. I hope you can make it, even if it's only for a little bit. We'll be around all day. Those times are Eastern time, 9 a.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern. And hopefully we'll catch you there. So just wanted to add one thing I forgot to mention when we shot the weekly update earlier about the giveaway prizes and how to indicate which thing you would like me to build and kind of cast your vote, so to speak. So number one, for the build for the stream itself, when you go to make your donation, if you make a donation before the stream or during those first 5 minutes, you put in the comment which of the three options that you want me to build. We're going to total up the dollar values for each of the options, and whichever one hits the threshold when I'm ready to go will be the one that I build. And I also wanted to show off, we got a ton of giveaway prizes here. I think there's 15 maybe already. I might be adding some more to this pile right after we shoot this. But Sazabi Verka, real grade Tall Geese, real grade Wing, as well as a whole bunch of Gundam base exclusives that were donated by Farrell, some stuff donated by Bobby, one of our local customers who's been on the stream a couple times, and Tone, I think, the one who donated a bunch of stuff during the Black Friday sale. He donated a ton of stuff, and we got some leftovers from that, plus whatever I add to the pile today. So a lot of great prizes. Hopefully you can jump in. Moving on, this week we received a whole bunch of shipments. It seems like inventory is starting to flow again. There was a few weeks there where we weren't getting much in, and we're starting to receive a lot of shipments. We received 2 pallets, as well as another shipment that is probably worth another pallet or 2. And in those shipments, we had a lot more damage than we've had on some of our recent shipments. So a lot of good stuff going in dings and dents because of that damage. But the most interesting one was one of the boxes that arrived on Tuesday actually showed up with water damage. One side of one of the boxes of, I believe it was the Breaker Battle Log, Perfect Strike kit had that box had, I think it was like 9 of them were like soaked, like not just a little bit wet, and like the finish isn't good on the box, but wet enough that when Orion was checking them in, he put his fingers through the boxes several times trying to pull them out. That's how wet and soggy the cardboard was. So we'll be working with Bluefin to send back the ones that were bad on that stuff, and then we will have more dings and dents as usual. And because someone will ask, they always ask, dings and dents, anything that gets damaged that we receive, we tend to sell it on the Discord via a lottery. Basically, we've got a special channel for it. We post something every day, lot of kits that we're looking to sell, usually at some sort of discount because they're damaged. And we basically, people go in by reacting to the post, and then the next day we randomly select winners to receive that kit at the discount. If you want to get into the Discord, it's for customers only. If you've made a purchase before, you should have received an email with an invite link. If for some reason you didn't, or that invite link is expired or something because it was a long time ago, feel free to send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com, and we will gladly look up your orders and get you a new invite link. Okay, moving on to the next subject. I'll only talk about this briefly, but we did a holiday outing on Sunday for the team. It was a lot of fun. We went axe throwing. So axes are cool. That was, I think, a lot of fun. Everybody, I think, enjoyed it, or at least lied to me and said they did. But more exciting, I think, the more entertaining was when we went to dinner afterwards. The server at our table, he was good. And if anybody in the greater Manchester, New Hampshire area is looking for a D&D buddy, let me know, and I'll let you know where he's at, because he was looking for a D&D pal. Apparently, we were all typecast as D&D people. He was only about half right. Warehouse games. So if you have been following us on TikTok, or if you haven't, maybe more accurately, I should say that you should. We started kind of a little like game.
Go.
Is it Bandai?
Yes.
Is it a Gundam franchise kit?
No.
Is it Star Blazers franchise?
No.
Is it Star Wars? You basically take something off the shelf, stash it away, and hide it, and we challenge someone else to guess what it is in a minute or less with only yes or no questions. And we've done a few of them. A few of them have been posted. We've got a few more in the queue, and more will be coming. It's kind of fun. And if you're on TikTok, definitely head over there and follow us. Hopefully we'll have the link down below as well if it isn't already. And I guess the one other thing I'll talk about then is just the holidays. Both Christmas Eve, that is the 24th, and New Year's Eve, the 31st, we will be closed. There's no UPS pickups those days. I don't think there's any post office pickups, and it's just a good chance for us to kind of unplug, get away from the warehouse. Good day for me to get some time off anyway, because there's nothing going on that absolutely requires me to be here, and so I figure it's a good day to give everybody else some time off too. So, but if you do place any orders today, the day that you are watching this, which would be the 23rd, I believe, and you want to pick it up locally, make sure you get here before 4 so you can pick it up, because there will be no pickup on Christmas Eve. So last minute Christmas shoppers, if you need a last minute Christmas gift, the gift card might be the only way to go on Christmas Eve, at least from us. And I guess let's move on from there. So no pre-orders this week. Let's talk about restocks. We got a lot of restocks, like I said, some really good stuff. I'm really excited about this set of restocks this week. I'm going to start off though with the one thing that we didn't actually restock, even though we got them in, and that's the Gundam Gremory. I didn't get very many of these. I ordered a bunch. They severely limited what they were going to send me. We sold half as pre-orders, and the remaining half were damaged in transit. So they'll be up on the dings and dents, but they will not be up on the website today. Hopefully we'll be able to find some more later or get some in a reprint. But just so you know that we don't have those, and I don't think we have any confirmed estimates of them coming in again anytime soon. Let's move on then. Let's talk about Gundam Breaker Battle Log. So we finally got the remaining 3 of the set: the 00 Command Quant, Blazing Gundam, and the Perfect Strike Freedom, which is the one that we had the water damage in that set. I believe the 00 Command Quant, we have the least available on them, so if you want one, I would not wait super long because we sold out that pre-order and there were some damage. The other one's not so bad, but I would definitely jump on them quick. Next up, we got 2 Pokemon kits, Pokemon Big this time, which is the opposite end. We've had a bunch of the Pokemon Quick, the small ones. We got the Magikarp this time though. And we also got Eevee. So much bigger models if you're into Pokemon and want something that's bigger than those little small kits. Those might be worth looking into. We got some more 30-minute Sisters stuff in. Rashetta finally in with our main batch. We got some in and we're able to ship some pre-orders a few weeks ago. We got the rest, so the rest of those pre-orders should be free to start shipping if they haven't shipped already. We also got some other 30-minute Sisters accessories in as well, including the Hair Volume 2 and a few other things. So if you're looking for more 30-minute Sisters stuff, there will be more on the website than just that. We also got one of the new 30-minute missions kits in, the Esposito Beta. Kind of cool, like aerial type unit, I think. Very, very sleek and looks like it's designed to fly maybe. We got another AMAM kit in, the Bunyip Boomerang. So we got those in, these designs. This is a very interesting, kind of atypical design compared to Gundams. Let's see if that shows up okay. So kind of an interesting mechanical design there. We got a few, these haven't been printed in a while, but the Builder's Parts MS Hand 01. So I think these are Earth Federation style hands. And then we also got in some Builder Parts MS Spike 01. So these are like spikes for, say, a Zaku shoulder or the like, whatever you might want to do with that. We got 3 master grades in as well. We've got a few, not a lot, of the master grade Barbatos. These will go pretty quick because we didn't get a huge shipment in of them. We got a few. We also got the Wing Gundam Zero Verka. This was a super popular kit last year. So grab one of these if you're interested in it. And then finally, we got more of the Sazabi Verka. We just had a ton of these and sold them out over Black Friday or soon after. We've got some more on the way. We didn't get a ton this time, but got maybe like 30 this time compared to the 200 we got last time. But we do have more on the way in the next month or two. But if you need one, now's a good time to grab it. I think that's the end of Restock, so let's move on to Q&A. So Q&A is the part of the video where I answer questions from our viewers. So if you have a question that you would like answered, whether it be about Mecha Warehouse, myself, Gunpla, whatever it is, post it down in the comments below and I'll try to answer it for next week. First question is from Crazy Rabbit, who says, I have an SN Snow White Prelude that's sitting in my closet mocking me with its 40 plus runners. Question, have you ever built a third-party kit or do you stray away from them? So it kind of depends on what your definition of third-party is. If you're referring to third-party Gundam kits, no, I've never built one. And I do kind of stray away from them. I might build one at some point. There's a few that sound like they're pretty cool. But generally speaking, they're technically were like not legal to produce. There's some legal issues with them. And as a result, like we would never sell them. That doesn't mean I wouldn't build one, but I have to figure out where to get it. And I've kind of made it a habit of not buying kits from other places other than USP Bandai. But other third-party kits like Flame Toys, Transformers stuff, Kotobukiya I have and definitely will build if I haven't yet. Next one is from Michael Barclay, who says, I saw in the latest incoming post that the HG Double Command Quant is almost here. Has there been any updates for the MG Virtue pre-orders? And so there haven't been any updates. We get asked about the Virtue all the time. Everybody's chomping at the bit for it, understandably. My understanding is they became available late November in Japan. Usually it takes at least a month for it to get here to the US, and then our supplier Bluefin has to receive them, pack them, and send them back out to us, so it would take another week from there. So the earliest I would expect would be like mid or maybe late December, early January, given that everything is taking longer to ship internationally these days. I wouldn't be surprised if you tacked several weeks onto that. But that said, there are definitely items that we were supposed to get back in June that we're just starting to finally receive based on delays, both in production and in shipping. So it's hard to say. I think I've started to see them in the wild, though, so that means we should see them relatively soon, I think. Next question. Galactic Emperor asks, hey, Nick, how many Hexa Gear units have you all gotten in restock as of now? This is a good question. Hexy Gear, so just to frame it, Hexy Gear is a line of kits from Kotobukiya. They're, I think, 1/24 scale kits. They're not Gundams, but there's some mecha designs. There's little figures of people that I think the governors end up being, somewhere in that range, maybe not super large. And so we've received, I looked this up beforehand, I think we've had about 28 between the governors and the mecha designs in stock. If you look at pre-orders that we have up as well and items we haven't received yet, you could almost double that probably. There's a ton of items in that line. There's some really cool designs. They haven't been as popular as Gundam stuff, but it might be worth looking into if you're looking for an alternative thing to build. And last question is from DB. Are you guys going to secure any RG God Gundam pre-orders? Excellent question and a great opportunity for me to talk about our pre-orders yet again. So yes, we will. And but the thing is that we only offer for pre-order things that we have confirmations on how many we're getting, which means based on the way the cycles go, it takes us a lot longer to offer that pre-order because we're not going to try to sell you something that isn't going to get shipped to us. We want to know it's coming before we're going to sell it. So if you place a pre-order, you're pretty much guaranteed you're going to get it, with a few limited exceptions where we didn't get enough at all and we put them up only on our Discord for some reason. Most things that we get as pre-orders, we only offer about half of what we get a confirmed order for as pre-orders. And that covers us in case things get damaged in transit, things like that. It's pretty rare, although it did happen with the Gremory, but it's pretty rare for half of all of our stock of something to get damaged in transit. And that makes sure that everybody is able to get one and you're kind of guaranteed when you place that pre-order, and it's not going to be on back order for the next 3 years waiting for a reprint or something. So anytime that a new kit gets announced or released, it takes us a while. I believe the God Gundam is like a June or July release. We're still waiting on confirmations through January through March. So we won't get even our order form for the God Gundam until sometime early next year, and then we'll have to wait for confirmation. So I'd expect us to be posting pre-orders, I don't know, maybe early spring, March, April, somewhere in that time frame, maybe for the God Gundam. So keep an eye out, get on our email list, watch for videos. We'll mention the pre-orders in a weekly update when we have them, things like that. And I think that's all I got for questions this week. So thank you for watching. If you have a question of your own, post it down in the comments below, and we'll catch you next week. Later.